Hello, good morning, welcome to the channel. Today we've got a bit of newspaper, a little bit of newspaper, a couple of firelights, there's one, that one there. So this should get going. A couple of wood, scrap wood, bits of scrap wood. It's pine sort of stuff. So I think, and there's a picture frame there which is pine to get it going, and we've got that. No, I need to get that over there. That should be over there. It shouldn't. Why is it over here? Assisted dying. It's such. I mean, this woman. I must. I want to go and punch her. I don't fucking. You know, we've already got assisted dying. You know, they do it. Dangerous territory. Dangerous, very dangerous. I mean, what's she trying to speed her mother's death up for? You know? Why? Why is she trying to speed her mother's death up? I don't think I need to open the door. It's also nice. I quite like to have a look outside, but it didn't look good when I did. It didn't look. Oh dear, it's raining. It's raining out there, which is a pity because that's upsetting my plans. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Fucking tail. Oh. Right, so this is a quick channel update. Oh look, that's going quite nicely, that. It's just a pity because the camera doesn't pick it up the way it actually looks to me. And the camera gives it more of the flame and more of a blur. It's starting to get, you can hear it, it's starting to. So that's like an extremely successful fire lighting section. You know, some of you have watched some of the other ones I've done. It's just not. But so the reason this one's a successful one is because I used some pine, sort of kindling type stuff. So I need to, well, that's because I got a load of stuff for somebody and it was amongst it. So yeah, so it's just so I'm going to have to like organise kindling better stuff. So what we're going to do is going to have a quick channel update. So what I was thinking about, well, when I was lying sleeping in bed, modern, unfortunately, and this is a sad truth, our society has become increasingly geared up against men for some strange reason. It's very difficult for men to succeed in life. And in my life, I was persecuted by women, yeah. But that was, yeah. I mean, I think it was a very difficult time to. It's a very wealthy time to be alive. The time in history where I have been alive, but it's come with strange anomalies, and one is, as a man, you are persecuted more than ever before, I would say. Although in the past men had to fight, and they had to go out and fight for the families, they don't have to do that so much now. So the problem is the equilibrium doesn't seem to be there. All they've got is this sort of green, this toxic green politics. So, it's Scotland. People going about Scotland, it's just a joke. It's a fucking joke. Apparently Alex Salmon died reaching for the tomato sauce. Alex Ferguson stepping away. Fucking hell. Alex Ferguson. Grumpy Scott. He'll be well off, I would say. Yeah. Right, let's have a quick look at there's a couple of weird guys come on to me yesterday. You always get them. There is a guy, we're going to look at this bloke, he's indicative of the problem, I suppose. So I'm going to have to get out today. I didn't go anywhere yesterday. That Cortina video is quite good. 74 views. That's what I'm really interested in. I seriously would like to have bought that car. I could, but I'm not going to, because it's had 92 views, 20 views overnight. Keith, I think it's Keith, Walking the Wild Side, he really fucked me off yesterday. When some arsehole comes on and says something discriminatory against somebody else, you don't approve it, Keith, or whatever your fucking name is. And he's an example of a man. And but I suppose everyday average people are like that, aren't they? They don't really stand up for anything. But anyway, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter to me. I think he's deleted my comments. I said to him it was not a good idea supporting or endorsing people that are discriminating against other people. And he probably has ignored me, so that's fine. Keith or Kevin or what the fuck your name is, good luck to you. I'm over and out. I can't say I really liked his channel that much anyway. But I don't know why I was subscribed to him, actually. I don't know. He's quite successful, but I'd be idiots that like him, so. I thought that one would do really well when the security guards chased me at Grangemouth, right? To me, as a video maker, that was a huge success. For I was able to video security guards and not lose the head. The whole thing worked out really well. They explained what their viewpoint was, and I got the real situation down there, which is if you video or photograph any of the plant, they will phone the police. And the ins and outs of that are another thing. But the weird thing is, the actual drive there got more views. 300. Well, the drive. Well, look, 306 views. That was leaving. That was going in Stirling. was behind that Vauxhall Grandland. And well, I think looking back now, I think that Grandland was being driven by an elderly person, because their driving was really erratic. And then when they got to Millhall roundabout, they pulled out in front of a load of Audis and BMWs. It didn't really look like they were looking. You know, and I thought, what the fuck's going on here? So I've had so much hate from this, but so like, look at this, 12.5%. That's likes versus dislikes. So it's 7 dislikes, right? The cycling one was the worst. The Green Communist cyclists don't like me. Let's have a check. Check the. None of them are really doing that well. And it's not really. I know, it's not easy doing YouTube, honestly. Well, I don't think it is. And that guy that I just showed you, that Keith or whatever his name was, he's had this. He's skirting with. He looks like one of these sort of. Oh, I don't know. He looks a bit. How can I say this without being cruel? I mean, you get transgenders who are like me, who are a genetic. Well, they're not, because I had 5 children. So I had 5 children before I bailed out of trying to be a normal man, right? So I bailed out of that after that. So basically, it was like, because I failed so badly, that was part of the reason why, or I couldn't cope with the divorce and the hurt and the upset and everything, which is like, makes kind of sense. So that you say, I've had enough of this, I'm getting rid of my testicles, right? So so that's what I did. So that's not the right thing to do. I'm not saying for a minute it is. But that guy, well, let's go back to him. He looks like one of these guys that can't get a shag. And I could get a shag was a bit of a difference. You know, but it was the wrong, well, this is, what do you call it? It's a thing that men do, isn't it? You know, him. He's the type that he's also a genetic failure, I would think. But I don't really know him, so I don't know if he is or not. I'm maybe being a bit mean here, but I think YouTube's going to attract some pretty strange people, you know, and that includes me. But I think, I think, although I like to see, get somebody like Jeff buys cars. He seems like a normal sort of married man. We've all got, you know, I mean, it's probably, I'm probably being a bit mean about people here. But what you've got to do is you've got to stand up for what's right, and that guy there has not done that. And that's why I'm not watching this. That's why I unsubscribed, and that's why I'm not watching any more of his videos. And I did the same with Craig Houston, because he was doing the same thing, and I did this. Who else did I do it with? There was another one I did it with. I used to watch their videos, and then you've got to stand up for what's right, and you know, you've got to get it right in your head what's right and what's wrong. And these lots seem to just fall over when radical feminists come along or mainstream feminism comes along. These guys just fall over and let them do what they like. That's my main issue with them. And that's really emasculated men. It's ineffective fathers and overpowering mothers, and that's what they are. They're ineffective males. And that's because our society's made it that way, so it's easier just to be an ineffective male, because you can't stand up to women. So there's a blatant piece of discrimination come along, and this guy endorsed it. And that's why, so that's about the end of it. And what happened, same with Craig Houston. I used to watch all Craig Houston's videos, and then it was over the boxer. Yeah, I've fallen out with him all over that boxer. The female boxer who looks like a man and is a bit like a man. And the only reason that was such a big deal was because the Russians complained about her, and and even some of the women sports people, like some of these tennis players, were going on about her being a man. and they look like men as well. Because there's sports, failed women. You know, they put all their energies into, I can't remember the name of that woman. They go on GB News. The hypocrisy is incredible, right? So let's see what we've got here. You are a knob. Right. Well, I'm going to have to... Graham Cox with a very big... Graham Cox. Okay. I mean, you've got to expect responses like that when you're doing these slagging off people's driving videos, right? Because they're a bit narcissistic. I accept that. But that one's done really well, so from my point of view, I got a lot of views, but it's entertaining to a certain degree. So I'm going to have to block this Graham Cox. Am I? You are a knob. I mean, there's some of these slagging up things like somebody called me a numpty on Facebook, and that numpty is another one, eh? Is it really? You're a knob. Could just. I don't think I should block him. Do you think I should block him or just delete the comment? Or approve it? Wake up your mind. Remove, approve, report, or block. You're a knob. I am a knob. So it's like, why would I be blocking him? Well, what does a knob mean? Penis? Doorknob? Look, report spam or abuse. That'll do that one, right? Yeah, this guy here. What an absolute weirdo this guy is. I'd have to approve it. It was this video here, David Icke. So we'll prove it and then we'll go into the video. So it was 1 o'clock in the morning going down from Stirling to Falkirk. So this River Dean's his name. Now the weirdest thing is he's actually got videos of his own. G.G. Allen. 45 videos.
Do you feel blame? Are you mad? Do you feel like Wolf's Bob's right Francis? Get Francis
Sort of stuff he's watching is unhealthy, I would say. This is indicative of somebody who's, well, another failed male. I'm assuming a young guy. I mean, that stuff. Okay, we've seen enough. I don't know what this is anyway. Is he just? So that's 45 videos. Is that his videos? Videos. And Howard Stern interviews. 9/11 conspiracy. No, I think it was, I don't really see. Right, so he says, what the heck is this? So I says to him, nobody forcing you to watch it. If you don't like it, you know what you can do. So, what? I mean, what is, it's electrical current, isn't it? What is it supposed to be? So he's went to the trouble to use exclamation marks there. Why is David Icke in the title? So he hasn't done David, it's lowercase David, lowercase I. I am going to give you, so this is me being fair with this guy, right? I'm going to give you the opportunity to express yourself. But firstly, have you watched the video? Right? There's a reason why I said that. No, I admit, I didn't. I watched to start, then forwarded to end. What am I missing? I mean, that is indicative of how the human race is doomed. You know, so he can't be so then he goes, so I said, watch the video, Also, try and improve your spelling. At some point, you might have to get a job, and that will involve communicating effectively. Now, I actually edited this because I've seen his answer, which was in the held bin. I don't want to tell you what is missing. So this is when I added, okay, I will. There's a lot of nothingness between your ears, as it might offend you. Good luck. That was but I did that bit because he came back with. Basically, he said he was not going to waste his time watching the video. The other one doesn't seem to have arrived yet. Videos go, comments go. There it is. I really don't want to waste 10 minutes of my time to watch what looks like you following the cops and you put David Icke in the title for the hell of it. I mean, what? So he's wasted all that time answering, writing that, but he doesn't want to watch the video. Alright, so it's a game. Oh, okay. Is this my Asperger's coming out here? That I don't get that this guy's playing a game on me. He's wanting me to admit my videos are shit. Is that what it is? But if you watch the video, if you watch it, for the first minute I talk about David Icke, and that's because I was watching, and I'm referring to David Icke, and that's because I was watching and listening to David Icke. You know? So it's had 70 views. You know, and if that's not your bag,
and
right?
welcome to the Chunel. It's coming for 2 o'clock. No, it's not. It's about 20 past. It's about 20 past 1 or quarter past 1 or something a.m. We're going to go this way. We're going to go this way. Give way to the right. It's a bit of a weird roundabout, yeah, very weird. Hello, welcome to the channel. Right, I've been watching David Icke.
Right. So that's 43 seconds in, and then I talk about David Icke to about there, and then the police overtake me on the. It's just it's one of these blog videos, you know. I think, what do you think I should do with this guy? Do you think I should just
Heart attack.
So I'm on the motorway. Talking about Alex Salmon now. I talk about all sorts of things, and that's,
I think it's,
you know,
it's quite a thing in Scotland. Heart attacks.
Heart attacks is a problem in
That's
Scotland.
one
I
of
think if you
the
look at
reasons I've been
statistics.
doctors and got told I've got high blood pressure and I've got all this stuff wrong with me. There's a risk of stroke and heart attack.
When does the police overtake me?
Well, yeah. Coppers.
There.
It's the coppery dopperies. Yeah. And they're
So,
indicating to pull
you know, it's probably a
again.
good job I didn't put the foot
Yeah,
down
nice
to
of
100 going down there when they were behind me, so I was doing like 65 or something.
So, I mean, he was part of the political system, wasn't he, really? So
So we get to Grangemouth, Earlsgate roundabout,
Cars in front of us.
and then we catch up with them.
That's the ones that passed us on the motorway. So we'll go in behind them. I don't want to go alongside them so they can see, eye me up. You know. Yeah, we'll stay
Not
in
that
the
I'm
same
bothered
lane
about
as
coppers,
lane
you
as
know.
them. Would be the plan.
So it's a Peugeot, be a petrol engine probably, uses more fuel, but they seem to, the Green Communists started a war against
You notice the
diesel engines
croppers, when it really comes
for
to
some weird reason. Although they never fully explained
police
it,
cars,
because
they do have these electric cars, but when it comes to serious work, they're not going to, I don't think there's any need to indicate, I suppose there is.
they've had a war, the Green Communists have had a war on, pardon me, diesel engine, but I mean the diesel engine was lower in CO2. All that Green Communist stuff contradicts itself. Basically it's a power trip, you know, and so that's what I'm fighting, and I've got morons like this come along and talk shit like that. What should I do with this moron? Right. Why don't you just fucking block him and stop wasting your time? He's a complete and utter dumpling. There's nothing. I gave him the opportunity. Didn't I? I gave him the opportunity to talk some sense. Yeah, I think so as well. Right, so we're going to do with this, or should I just stick, well, I think I'll just leave it now. My tolerance levels are quite high at the moment. There's only so much you can do, because I said to him I was giving him, why the fuck are you wasting your time with these morons for? Block him. I'll do that later, right? So this guy's we're talking about the Granada. Well, let's go up to the actual video. Right, so I think it's the gear. It's an automatic gearbox in Granada, and I'm not sure it's quite right. And I think what it is. So this guy's coming back. He says, "Have you counted the gear changes?" So that'll be like 1, 2, 3. So the thing to do is 1, 2, 3. So right, I went third. I was still in second, even though the actual lever is in drive for 3, which would be 3. Yes, it's 3, but I need to check again. It doesn't seem right, but I'm not sure. Speedos in kilometres. What he's saying is, well, the gearing can't change. It can slip or not select a gear, but the gearing will always stay the same. It's just you getting used to old boxes, methinks. Yeah, I think so. But also, I think that gearbox needs setting up better. What do you mean? Well, maybe, I don't know if they'll, maybe drain the fluid out of it, and I think it's got a leak. There's a leak, yeah. Well, I know it's got a leak. I don't think it's got a leak. Where's it leaking from? Is it the gearbox? I don't think it's the power steering. I think it's the gearbox. So it might have to come out. The gearbox might have to come out. I think if it's got a leak, you don't want a leak in the gearbox, really, So it might be that the gearbox is going to have to come out, which is not the end of the world. This is part of having a classic car. You just have to do these things one thing at a time. But it seems a bit high geared, the car. But also, maybe I'm driving it when it's cold a lot as well, so the gearbox is maybe not quite working perfectly. So what I'm going to do, we're going to do a video. Oh, we better get going. This video's taking too long. We better get going. We better take it for a wee spin down the motorway. Maybe, I don't know if we'll do it today. 5335. Oh, right, we better go. No, well, that guy, he's just indicative of young men. I think he's a young man. They're just stupid, a lot of them. Lack of education. Can't even do. I mean, I don't normally criticise people's spelling, but he's talking that text talk, and this is the real world. You've got to talk. You've got to present yourself in a manner that's. But they're fucked, aren't they? These young men, they're fucked in this country. Women hate them. They're not going. If they get a shag, they'll end up getting done for rape or something. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's. It's all went wrong. The balance of our society has went off, and we're filling it up with immigrants and all sorts. That Stammer's an arsehole. The political system's broken, but the only way I got out of a lot of it was what happened to me, and that's not desirable. You don't really want to be doing that, and that's what I did. And the reasons why I did it are complicated, but life is tough. Thanks for watching. Fire's going lovely. Bye. It is. What is the date today? It's just a dying. So that's all they can do is try and, you know, the old way was the best way. You know, you just let people die, and the doctors push them along. It's 1 minute past 8, and it is. The 16th of October. So keep the sunny side up. I'm going to get out for a walk today somewhere. Thanks for watching. Bye!